Hello, my name is Michael Borrelli, Director of AI and Partners. AI and Partners is a professional services firm for companies subject to the EU AI Act, and its primary purpose is to help companies navigate and implement the forthcoming regulation on AI. So, as a first-time attendee of the FinTech B2B Marketing Conference, my expectations were naturally very high, but without sort of any uncertainty, it far exceeded expectations. The caliber of people attending, the quality of conversation, the fluidity, and not to mention the organization and the way that the professionalism um, on display was far exceeded expectations. So, as a sponsor and participant, it made our lives a lot easier, and the team were extremely flexible. And they were very happy. They were very handy on the day, and it just made everything run really smoothly. So very happy with what happened. I think the key things that stood out to me from the conference and the key trends were misinformation and disinformation and the risks of AI in particular, and the challenges that marketers will face. Naturally, as the sort of client-facing aspects of marketing, uh, making sure the brand messages are conveyed and the companies are ultimately portrayed in a good way. The way information is communicated is key. And I think that the speakers that highlighted this, in particular, Lord Holmes of Richmond, who who wrote the bill, the UK's AI bill, and his presentation was excellent. And the wave of, I'd say, institutional grade partners there who were very receptive to the regulatory themes and were very sort of open-minded in terms of how to embrace it. I think a lot of the discussions also moved on to organizational implementation plans and how to embed them in the strategy, because everyone here, I think, realized that the importance of this, but also that having community working together is the only way to surmount this. I think the ability to communicate and liaise with senior decision makers, influencers, defined defined this conference in comparison to others for a myriad of reasons. The main ones being the networking app, very easy to use, very easy to set up meetings and conduct conversations. There was even a matchmaking service which I haven't seen in other events before. So they actually proactively went out of the way beforehand to make sure people met and had those conversations. We've had some discussions afterwards following the events. I think that's quite novel. And the venue actually was quite nice and intimate, um, and it facilitated a lot of good discussions. And I think the community that FinTech B2B marketing has built, I think people trust them. I think people can see the quality of conversation. So naturally, by virtue of even attending, you were able to engage and converse with people that can also help drive your businesses forward. I think that's a strength of the team and the integrity that each team member has, and the way that PIL has sort of managed things. I think the business matchmaking aspect, as I mentioned before, is really novel. I think the fact that they ultimately selected people that you think would be interested, and they went above and beyond to make sure you were connected with them. So you, for example, you could color code it, you could indicate with you, and then on the day, the team actually went again above all expectations to go and liaise with you and make sure and ask, have you met this person? I think this person could speak, could be good for your business. And I think this is what differentiates. And the reason I think this is so important is with artificial intelligence and the wave of information, and there's information overload. And for example, the sheer volume of lead generation platforms and ultimate ways of engaging with customers, having people who understand your business, who know what's good, who know who could be good to talk to, and then provide a platform to talk to. So they're covering all three aspects. Is absolutely essential. So we talk about know your AI system, KYAI, and I think one of the key things that FinTech B2B Marketing Conference did is the KYC. So I think we worked with Paya and her team for some time, and they really understand what we're trying to do. The message we're trying to communicate, and what the team's values and ultimately ethics are. And I think they really knew what we thought. And to be honest, that level of tailored interaction, and had the pleasure of working with Paya and her team for some time, it really made a difference. So thoroughly recommend it. I would say the top three takeaways for anyone looking to be a sponsor or to work with the FinTech B2B marketing team is to know that they have got your needs. They go above and beyond. So they provide a very tailored, highly customized service. So they take away a lot of the pain points, but put the necessary level of time to understand your business. Secondly, I think it is worth the investment of time. Like on the day, they made things really easy for us, and operationally, it allowed the team to focus on the strategic high-end value stuff and ultimately dealing with the uncertainties that events have. And thirdly, the return on investment, as it were, is justified by the caliber of people attending. I think one thing that the team does is they handpick people and they make sure that everyone has something to say, and they're forward thinking. On that last point, we're extremely lucky fintech B2B marketing community as a contributor to our upcoming paper on fintech and the impact that UAI has on it. I think with a high degree of certainty, we can say that most of what we're doing can be attributed to the work they've done, and looking forward to working with the team going forward.